Hello, 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 and here we are again, continuing on our journey through the discography of the Penguin Cafe Orchestra, and we turn our minds back to 1995 and a live album. This is called Concert Program. In case, thumbnails. Now, when it came out, I got it on this. I got it on CD, but I could only get it on import. For this was released on Windham Hill. I don't know if you can see the label, which is an American edition, and I could only get it on import. God, now there's a relic of the past. The fabled import sticker. I probably got this at Tower Records, because in those days Tower Records in Piccadilly was one of the only places where you could get a wide variety of import albums. You used to pick a few up in Virgin and HMV, but Tower Records was the place to go, and that's probably where I got this. I'm not saying it definitely is, but it might have been. I don't know if the receipt was still in this one, but no, I don't think it is. So no, that's a shame, because it would have been a nice to know exactly when I bought it. But yeah, so it's a double album. It's a big one. For there are many tracks. There are 29 tracks on this. 29. And it covers a good deal of the Penguin Cafe's history. It says, this is where I hold up the album version, because it's on the inside of the booklet, that, I've got to get this right, Concert Program is Volume 8, open parentheses, octave, close parentheses, of music from the Penguin Cafe. If you can see that there. Do you see? So they obviously include the live albums and whatnot as part of the discography. Why not? This was recorded at Wool Hall in Beckington, Somerset, on the 23rd of July 1994. And there's quite a big cast of players. You can see there's a picture of them there, and you can see who they are. We've got all the old faithful and some new people in there as well. And it's an unusual one. How so? It's not like the When in Rome live album. It doesn't have any ambience to it, even though it's a live album. It's a how do they describe it? This is recording of a studio. That's funny, because the liner notes are different. There it says, this is a recording of a concert given at Wool Hall, Beckington. And this one says, this is a recording of a studio concert. Slightly different phrasing there. This is why you've got to have the CD and the LP. Yeah, because it doesn't seem to be an audience. It just seems to be them playing in Wool Hall, and I couldn't hear anyone speaking, breathing, farting, burping, coughing, certainly not applauding at the end. So it gives the whole proceedings a rather dead air to it. Again, the recording of it sounds very again flat, and I'm talking about the dynamics, the actual, there's no fizz. It's a very kind of rounded sound to it in terms of the acoustic. I'm not talking about the performances. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking purely on a sonic level. Yeah, it's a kind of flat, almost muted recording. So it doesn't have that fizz of When in Rome. So I don't really. I'm sorry. Dog just groaned then. Everyone's a critic. That's what I have to work with. So yeah, I don't really hold this in the same regard as When in Rome. I mean, it's good in that they do cover a very wide range of music, including stuff from Union Cafe, but it lacks that, you know, it just lacks that certain va-va-voom, yeah, that joie de vivre that one expects. So yeah, it's a bit of an oddity in that respect. I don't really know what else to say about it. There's a nice transition between Air and Perpetuum mobile. That's a nice thing to say about it. And there's a little bit of interaction. I think it's in Salty Bean Fumble at the end of that. You know, there's a little bit of breakthrough, a little bit of it's not the audience, it's the players' noise, as it were, which breaks the spell, because it does sound almost like a studio album, but it doesn't have that same dynamic range of an album. You know, it's like a radio session. That's it. It's more like a radio session than a live album per se. I was trying to think of what I was trying to compare it to, but you know when bands do radio sessions for Radio 1, I don't know if you've ever heard them. They used to do it for like a show called Top Gear, and not the one with the. There used to be a show called Top Gear, and John Peel used to do a thing as well. Radio 1 used to do a lot of studio performances. And it's like that. It sounds a bit like that. So yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. It's a bit of an oddity. Of course, I think you should check it out, because you might really like it, you know. And I remember listening to it a lot at the time, but drifting away from it as the years have gone by. I listened to it today. Yeah, it's all right. But it doesn't have that, you know, it doesn't call me. It doesn't call out to me. So let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at the media. Let's waste some time looking at media. One of those. Oh no, it's fallen out of the tray. There you go. It's one of those ones. So there's nothing there. Whoop! It keeps falling out of the tray. Don't want to drop the CD. Oh dear. It's one of those ones. It's got all the teeth. It won't stay in the tray. Stay in. It's probably fallen out again. And look, there's a little thing a postcard I can send off to Windham Hill. I guess for a mailing list if I wanted to. You know, there you go. You can all fill that in. Make a copy of that. And then you can get a sampler or something. There you go. Send it to Windham Hill. The really interesting thing is it's got a reversible sleeve. Yeah, you can put it in that way round, and you can. How cool is that? That's cool. And there we go. You've got the band there. You've got the tracks. And there's all the production info. So there you go. And it does tell you that you can reverse the. So if you want to be clever, you know, and you think, oh look, I'm clever, me, you can switch it and look, make it look like that. Thanks. In fact, I might just do that. This will be the first. This is the first time in 27 years. So there you go. How's that? So look at the vinyl. Now this is expensive, I think. I got this. I was looking this for years. It's not particularly good nick. It's got a few. It's a bit crusty, but this is the UK pressing of it on Zopf. And I think I spent something like 40 quid on it, which for a second-hand record for me is a lot of money. I wouldn't normally do that, but I've been hunting for this for many years, and I just it just popped into my spidey senses tingled, and I told me to do a search, and I found it. I don't think it was on eBay. I think it was on one of those. It wasn't Discogs, no. It was. There you go. See, look, it's vinyl. It's a bit crackly in places, and but you know, I think it was stored somewhere damp, because it's on the outer tracks. There's this kind of crackle. When you get on the inner groove, it's fine. Sometimes you get that when the records have been stored in damp places and whatnot. Yeah, it might clear. Give it a few years, it might clear. I doubt it. But yeah, it's a bit of an oddity. It's neither fish nor fowl, and but it does give you an indicator of the final kind of sound of the live material before Simon Jeffs left this mortal realm. And so, as a curiosity, there's that. You've got that to check out. But yeah, hard to find the vinyl these days, and there's got the CD as well. Don't get the remaster. Get the original, because the artwork's not been shushed around with. So there you go. I'll do this for the thumbnail. Look gormless, Darren. It's natural. Yeah. Thank you for the very few people that are watching these videos. I get it. You don't like them. I get it. But there are some records I like, and you should like. You should go at least give them a listen to. At least give them a try. Because this is where the good stuff lies. It will change your life. Honest, change your life. Anyway, thanks for those of you who do tuning in. I'm trying to think what we'll do next. Do we do the compilations next, or do we do piano music and then do the compilations? Really, it should be compilations, then piano music, then the box set. I've decided that's what we're doing. Compilations next, then piano music, then the box set. And then we'll never talk about Penguin Cafe Orchestra again. I promise. Well, maybe a little bit. Who knows? I could change my mind. Thanks for watching. Is there one more thing left to say? By now you should know what that is, and that is ta-da!